gloves are off. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton are now sparring with bare knuckles. All right, so fresh off of this not disastrous, New York Daily News editorial board interview with Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton took this opportunity to appear on Morning Joe and talk about how Bernie Sanders has obviously not done his homework, and he's had more than a year now to think about things, especially talking about, breaking up the big banks. And that, basically she insinuated that, no, he was not qualified to be president. If you saw the interview, that's exactly what she insinuated. Now, they asked her to be specific and use those words, but she wouldn't. She said, well, that's up to the voters. But that's exactly what she insinuated, because obviously the Morning Joe crew picked up on it and said, well, you're saying that he's not unqualified, right?
Exactly. Yeah. They reached their logical conclusion based on her answer. Her answer. So,
So in response to that, Bernie Sanders was in Philadelphia last night at a huge rally, thousands and thousands of people at this rally, and this is what he had to say about it.
She has been saying lately that she thinks that I am, quote unquote, not qualified to be president. I don't think that you are qualified if you get $15 million from Wall Street through your super PAC. I don't think you are qualified if you have voted for the disastrous war in Iraq. I don't think you are qualified if you supported the Panama Free Trade Agreement. Something I very strongly oppose, and which, as all of you know, has allowed corporations and wealthy people all over the world to avoid paying their taxes to their countries.
So Bernie Sanders is hitting back. And you heard what he said. If Hillary Clinton wants to jab me and say that I'm not qualified, well, I got reasons why Clinton ain't qualified too.
If you just look at how Hillary Clinton was kind of dancing around the issue and kind of suggesting that he is unqualified, which guess what? I honestly think that's not necessarily dirty.
No.
That's what she's supposed to say as the opposition candidate.
Yeah.
I'm more qualified than this other dude or this other woman.
Yeah.
Why is it a story when Bernie just merely responds?
Yes. Because he actually used the words, Mike.
Oh,
Mike, he used the words because Clinton didn't use the words. She refrained from using the exact words unqualified. She just insinuated it, so that's a lot better.
And then what was his response? Okay, well,
look at these issues.
If I'm unqualified to be president, well,
yeah,
look at these issues that Hillary Clinton brings to the table.
Right.
Shouldn't that disqualify her too?
Yeah. And I'm so glad that he included the Panama Trade Agreement. I'm so glad he included that, because although mainstream media has covered it to some degree, they've mentioned it, for me, I have not seen them link it to Hillary Clinton in a fair way, because she's one of the main people. She was Secretary of State. She's one of the main people that lobbied for this deal to be pushed through. I'll say this. Her qualifications, or her being qualified for being the president, depends on how you see what the president should be. So if we want a president to remove the corruption and actually change the game and bring about a fair democracy, if we want that, she is terribly unqualified. But if you want a president for this current system and the system that we have always had, she's remarkably qualified.
So basically, if you want the system to stay in place, she's qualified.
Yeah.
But if you want the system to change and to evolve into a more equitable system, she's not qualified.
Right. And Robert Reich had said that too. Some months ago, he actually said that. And he knows the Clintons very well.
But remember, she kind of admitted that Bernie Sanders was the perfect candidate for that. Remember when she says, we don't have time to wait for the perfect candidate. Remember, she said that.
That's right. What a horrible statement to make.
That's a horrible.
We don't have time for perfect. We don't have time to wait for the perfect candidate.
That's basically saying that, like, just settle for me.
Yes.
Like this Bernie Sanders guy, he's not going to get anything done.
The establishment tactics are so tired and so horrible. Be very wary and scared of the Republicans, and you can't reach for perfect, okay? You got to settle for us because, again, we're not as bad as the Republicans, and we'll give you about this much change. Vote for Hillary Clinton.